Hello everyone, my name is Cecilia. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to still continue with the universal law. Guys, let's dive deeper into this intricate web of the universal law. Today we're going to deal with law of compensation. Guys, this is huge. You better listen carefully because this is huge. What is this law of compensation or the principle of compensation? It simply means when there's an action, there should be an equal or greater reaction. It's actually a balancing act, an equilibrium, which is balancing the forces. There mustn't be a lot of givers than receivers, or there mustn't be a lot of receivers than givers. So that's why there's this law which is going to balance the two. That, okay, whoever gives must also receive, vice versa. There's this quote in the Bible, or a phrase. There are musicians, they've actually started a song about this phrase. Blessed is the hand that is giving than the one that is receiving. What does that mean? It simply means whenever you give, don't consider it as maybe you are throwing away. You must give knowing that you are planting a seed. You are actually investing. And planting a seed, sometimes it does not mean because you are planting one seed, you are going to only harvest one fruit or one vegetable. You may plant one seed of tomatoes and harvest a lot of tomatoes from that one tree. Or maybe with avos, you can plant one seed and that avo tree might be big to understand that, it gives you a lot of fruits. So that is why they say you might get equal or greater than what you've given. The universe is always looking at our intention when giving. You don't just give. They are looking at how genuine is your giving. You must give with a genuine heart. When I say genuine heart, I say you must not only give in order to get rid of things that are lousy. You must give something that you love, that you know very well that the next person is going to use. Don't give in order to get rid of things that are just waste and think, okay, you are giving. The universe still looks at your intention by giving. That's the only time that you're going to benefit from this law. And again, when you give, you must give not with an expectation of receiving something in return. You must give not even looking at who you are giving. It doesn't matter who you give. It doesn't mean the very same person you are giving is the one who's going to give you back. You must, whoever you are giving, don't think that, okay, because this person doesn't have much, then I'm not gonna get. The universe will look at the perfect person that is going to give you back, or where you're gonna receive. And it doesn't mean you must always give a physical thing. You may give anything. It may be a physical item, money, clothes, furniture, or whatever. Or you may give gesture. Maybe it might be kindness, love, assistance, those kind of things, compassion, empathy. The universe is looking at that, because whatever you give, you must also receive. So that's why it's important for us to look at this law, because it can benefit us. Like this law benefit everyone. It doesn't look at your level of your value. As long as you give, you will receive at some point as well. That's what the law says. It's actually encouraging, it's ensuring a just and fairness, and it emphasizing that there mustn't be reciprocity. You must not give with an intention of receiving. Whenever we exchange gifts, that this law doesn't apply, because there's reciprocity. There's you give with an expectation. Whenever you go to work and do your work normally, you're not gonna receive anything from this law, benefit anything from this law. You are only going to receive your salary. It's only when you do extra, you do more than what you are supposed to do, then the universe comes in and reward you. The universe comes in and bless you. That's how you're going to benefit. I may give an example of this. I guess I'll say most of us, we did benefit from this law, even if we didn't know, or we don't know that we are benefiting. I did benefit, because at one stage I was so happy. There was a time when I was still at school. We were supposed to write an assessment, a test. That test, the marks from that test was going to guarantee us to check whether we qualify to write an exam or not. And it was very important for me to write that exam, to write that assessment, and to pass it well. What happened is I kept on postponing my studying, because I kept on telling myself that I still have time, until a certain time where the last day that I was supposed to start preparing, I had an emergency. I didn't get a chance to study that day, and I came back late, tired. I did try to study, but I wasn't ready. The following day, going to the exam rooms, there I am, worried, frustrated. I find a note from the lecturer, signed by the lecturer, saying that test has been postponed until further notice. There I was excited, but I was even not sure. I was like, I could see that, okay, yes, this is genuine, but then I wasn't sure. And because no one was in the class, I was worried. I went to the offices of the lecturers to check, and to check with him if that note is genuine. Getting there, the same note was there at his door. Then that's how I got to like see that, wow, I'm so lucky. At that time I was like thinking, no, it's just luck, it's just God saw my frustration and my fears. So yes, but now knowing about this law, I know that, I mean, it was actually the law of compensation that actually was playing there. And Guys, okay, let me now take you back to reality. I don't know if you've noticed, most of the rich people, they've got this thing, this tendency of benefiting the poor. Like, they just come and then pour into people who are disadvantaged. Maybe if I can make you aware, people who are rich from other countries, they come to Africa, they like build schools, and they just build schools, and then they look after those schools, but then they don't like come personally. It's just they send people once or twice to come and see, to come and check if everything is working, and each and every time they keep on pouring money into that. They are doing that with knowing very well that by doing that, they are not throwing away their money. They are actually investing into the universal bank. And that is why most of these people who are rich, they become much more richer. It's not because they are lucky or they are blessed. It's because they know the laws. They actually practicing these laws, and these laws are working in their favor because they practice them religiously. They know what to do. So guys, let's look into this law and try to, if ever you've got an opportunity to give, don't look at the person and think, okay, I mean, this person can't give me back. You don't have to. Just if ever you've got the opportunity, or you've got something that you think, okay, you can give to someone, give. It will come back to you in another way. It might not be at that time, but then one thing for sure, the universe knows what you need, and the universe will reward you in the time that you are not even expecting. So we must learn to practice and make sure that this laws works for us, because this is the same as cause and effect. If ever you've checked my previous video, the cause and effect principle, it's actually relating to it. It's interconnected to this law. So let's get down to it. Let me move now to another law, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Wow, that's another principle which is very profound. This principle reveals the fluid and ever-changing nature of energy and reality. They say the principle reminds us that there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of. Energy is money. Energy is money. I mean, why they say energy is money? Is because energy, you can transmute energy to anything you want, as long as you know how to do it. You've got the power. You must know how to do it. So let's now explain how to transmute the energy into whatever you want. Going back to my chorus, our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, they carry a certain energy in them. If you are in a certain mood, that's energy. That's the energy that you are giving out. let me say, if you are in a happy mood, you vibrate at a higher energy. And if you are in a sad mood, you vibrate at a lower energy. And guys, when you are vibrating at a higher energy, the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. Let me tell you why do I say that. Vibrating at a higher energy, most of the time, if you can check, salespeople, whenever they are selling, and you feel that they don't draw you, it's unlikely that you're going to buy what they are selling unless if you are desperate. But sometimes you buy something from a person because of the energy that they are giving, the energy that they are showing, the energy that, like, that energy, it draws you. So that is why I say sometimes energy can be money. It's money. Let's go again to the musicians or public speakers. Whenever they get into that stage, what do? They must draw us as audience. They must give us that energy. They must uplift us. They must make us feel like, if ever it's a musician, I must like feel inspired. I must feel high. That's what they do. And that is energy. That is energy, nothing else. So if ever that energy is high, obviously it will give electricity, it will give fire. But then imagine if a musician is vibrating at a lower frequency. I mean, we are not gonna go to that a show anymore. I mean, that musician will like lose money. Just like, okay, marketers. When a marketer put in an advert, they make sure that they get a person who can, whenever they start talking about that product, we enter into that person's mind and end up imagining whatever he's saying about the product. And the minute we get into the shop and see that product, we want to buy it because of what he just told us about this product. And why is that? It's because of the energy. Sometimes it's not because that product works, but because of the person who is selling it. So we must understand this thing. We must understand these things because they are important for our growth and our evolvement. Energy is very important because if you vibrate at a lower energy, let's go back now to the critical issue. I don't know, but that's what I've experienced. Whenever at a hospital, when they've got babies, they don't allow anyone to get in there because they are afraid we might come with our dark energy and those kids might get sick. That's how dangerous a dark energy is. That's how dangerous a lower energy is. So it's important to work on our energy. How do we work on our energy? Going back to the issue of working on ourselves, we must meditate. Meditation. If you can't meditate, prayer is still important, guys. Prayer is still important. Or stillness, or mindfulness, or even yoga. those are the things that can assist you, because even those people who are vibrating at the lower energy, they cannot drag you from where you are and drag you down, unless if your vibration is staggering, it's going back and forth. Then that's when they draw you from up to bottom. And remember, there are those people who are energy vampires. He knows that he's drained. He knows that you are always at a higher frequency. Your energy is at a higher frequency. They come to you. They suck on your energy. When they leave you, you are drained, and they've sucked your energy, and you've actually poured into their cup, and you are drained, and they are now active and fully themselves. So let's do our work with ourselves, and afterwards seal our energy. Stay away from whenever a person is transmuting dark and or lower energy. Don't spend your time in that environment. Even the TV that we are watching, if you see that soapy is showing something that it's maybe making you feel drained, don't stay. It's sucking your energy, and energy is money, because when you transmute it, you can get a whole lot of things. Energy, when you walk around, I mean, if ever you're working at a higher frequency, you become lucky. People can like greet you. You'll be surprised that, I mean, they give you this attention. You have this rich aura because of the energy that you transmuting. So that is why it's important, guys, to seal our energy, to work on ourselves, importantly, on a daily basis, if you can. 5-10 minutes is enough. You can benefit from 5 to 10 minutes. You don't have to like spend the whole day doing that. And it mustn't be once a week. Every day, try to do it. Very, very important for ourselves, because now we're building ourselves. We want our this law to work for us, because it's there to work for us. Yes, we may not have known about it, but then now we know about it. It's our duty now to start making sure that it's working for us. Yes, let me move from a perpetual transmuting muting of energy to the last law that I'm going to discuss with you today, the law of relativity. What is that? This is a principle which simply explain that our perspective, our the nature of our experience shapes our reality. What do we mean by that? They say we always do comparison, but if you don't know the comparison, you accept what is in front of you. You won't know difficult. You won't say something is difficult until you've tried something that is easy. You won't say something is dark until you find something that is light. You won't say something is good until you find something that is bad. So the fact that we know that there's something that is good, then we get to compare that, okay, that one is bad, this one is good. So what happens there is our experience, personal experience, becomes the perspective which shapes our reality, which shapes our beliefs. Let me now go to explaining what I'm actually trying to say here. I'm saying here, there might be a situation and you might have two people. One might say, this situation is an obstacle. The other one might say, no, this is a minor hurdle. This situation is the same, but these people have two different perspectives. Why do they have those two different perspectives? Is because of their personal experience or belief. Those are the ones that direct or changes their reality to that situation. So actually, they say our inner thoughts and beliefs are the ones that changes our perspective. To explain it even simpler, here is 100 rand. A rich person might say, this 100 rand is peanuts. And you get to an ordinary person like me, I'll say, wow, hey, this is a lot of money. Can I have it? So why do we differ in perspective? It's because of our beliefs, our personal beliefs. It's because of our experiences. So that's why we say people may have different perspective based on their beliefs and where their environment. Okay, they say they are actually encouraging us to be compassionate, to be understanding, to have empathy whenever we come across those situations, or whenever we come across people who are behaving differently from us, or who are seeing things differently from us. So that's the advice that we are given with the law of relativity. So guys, this is the end of the video for today. Thank you for staying with me up until now, and I'm humbled and I'm honored. And please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like the like button. Don't forget to hit the ring bell as a notification that next time when I upload another video, you get to be notified. Thank you for being with me up until now. Have a nice day.